Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so we are going to be landing this thing. I did do all the fuel transfer and all that other good stuff, and everything is pretty much squared away as it stands. Nothing too significant. Oh my god, that does not work out right. There we go. So I decided I was going to do something a little different than normal. I'm going to be bringing it down using basically just the refueler. I'm not going to get too far down with it. I don't want to get this thing in kind of a crazy funky orbit or anything like that. So I'm just going to try to bring it down as quick as possible. As you can see, I put the solar panels and stuff away. I didn't want anything to collide. I just want everything to go nice and easily. One thing I did do is when I was talking to you guys last episode and I was saying like, oh yeah, well I don't want you babysitting me, refueling. The main reason is because I realized that there are 4 of the small tanks inside here, and each one of them was missing like exactly 6 units of fuel. So I had to go and refuel all of those. I locked them down, so now, oh my god, I locked them down so they aren't using any fuel anymore. So that was kind of the reason why I did want to make sure that I actually refueled them all the way before I landed. So alright, let's get this. Let's bring this down a little bit further. That's all I want to do, is just a little bit more. Nothing serious. Just... I know that this isn't really saving a bunch of fuel, but I would rather just not take any chances at all, since I don't really trust myself. And I did put a little tiny bit more fuel inside of the tank. I know I probably don't need it, but you know what? I'd rather be safe than sorry. This is somewhat of a heavy load. So, and that is what she said. Whoa. Yeah, I love how the camera angle changes sometimes, just randomly. And we do got enough fuel to get home. You know, we got that, all of this. Whoa. All of this, yeah. It's all cement. There's, you know, the cemetery's there, so there's more than enough. I don't want to end up deorbiting this thing or anything, so I'm just gonna bring it down. Oh, this is bringing it further out. I'm okay with this. Yeah, okay, just making sure. I'm looking at it like, what are we doing? So it looks like Minmus base is actually pretty well lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch craft right now as it is. I might as well. And I do say that lake bed looks amazing from up here. I mean, I don't know what it is, like an ice sheet or something, whatever. How much RCS do we got? Alright, I was going to transfer over RCS, but I didn't. That's not a big deal. Let's just make sure that this thing... Yeah, okay, these are all still sealed. That's good. I always check them, and I do recommend you guys check them on your flights, too. I don't know if that bug has been fixed or not, but basically what would happen is, if you docked a bunch of craft, and you lock them down, sometimes they would just unlock by themselves. So, alright. Okay, I'm just going to quick save once again here, and I should be able to... Okay, all the engines got deactivated, and that got decoupled. That's not good. F9! I think I just hit the spacebar one too many times. That was just my fault. Okay, so I just hit it once. Nothing happened. Hit it once. What the crap is that? That's so weird. F9. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sometimes the things just don't work out the way they do. Alright. There. All I was doing is hitting spacebar just to activate this, because if I throttled up, it didn't do anything. Christ. Alright. Let's bring this down. Get it down on the surface already. It's been a while. Why does this feel like it's going a lot slower than it should? I think it's just because I'm still in like a really high orbit. But yeah, most of this fuel is going to be used just for landing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, most of this fuel is just going to be used for landing. So, I mean, why isn't this zooming in any further either? Wow. Tons of bugs. I'm going to bring it down, and we're going to want to land near the rover itself. So, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, burning way more RCS fuel. I love it when I just don't even realize I have my RCS on. There needs to be a noise that indicates when your RCS is on. It should just sound like a high-pitched screech for like 20 minutes. You know, it should be like one of the nuclear bomb alarms. The nuclear bomb alarm is a great alarm. I do say, I sleep like the dead, so when I have my alarm clock go off in the morning, there's nothing better than waking up to the nuclear bomb siren. Alright, yeah, wow. I'm going to have to bring this out a lot. There we go. And bring it up, up, up. Just a little bit. There we go. Minor little fixins. There we go. Yeah, I would rather overshoot than undershoot, to be honest. Undershooting kind of sucks. There we go. I know I'm doing my burns, obviously, way past when I should, and I'm sure somebody's gonna say something about that, but I don't really care. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna have to come out some more. I didn't really plan... Yeah, so, sorry guys, I had a game crash. I don't know what happened. Sucks. So, yeah, anyways, let's get this thing down on the surface. We have, well, yeah, see, there you go. Freaking game crash. Sucks. Anyways, let's get this thing down on the surface. There really isn't much to be said. I'm gonna leave it, like, somewhere around here. You know, I think that should be good. I don't know what I just did to the node and screwed it all up. But, yeah, there we go. I'll just No! What is it doing? There we go. Bring this down. I just want to have, like, somewhat of a set point that I can follow. Some kind of a guideline that I know where I'm going to end up, roughly. So... bring this down a little bit, maybe a little bit more. That looks pretty good to me. So, start our burn. Oh, yeah, once again. I think I'm just going to start it from here. Probably better off. So, let's bring this thing down on the surface. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I ended up just crashing. With fraps, what happens sometimes, because I use fraps to record, if you tab out sometimes, the game will crash just randomly. One thing that also happens too is, like, I'll go and watch some of my footage, and if I forget to stop recording, which sometimes it happens and you just don't realize it, you end up basically recording everything, including yourself tabbing out, which in that case, when you tab out, then the game crashes. And if you also try to play the video, the game will definitely crash. Sometimes if you tab out, it'll be fine, but usually with trying to watch the video after the video is already, or while the video is still recording, will definitely make the game crash. So I don't understand. I understand kind of why, in a sense, but another thing that also does it is if you change any of the game settings, anything. And when I say anything, like, even if you change the sound settings, it will crash the game. So yeah, I'm hoping this thing will be able to get down on the surface real quick and easy. You know, not too much of a problem. Click. Oh yeah, that was amazing. That was more than pro right there. That was freaking elite. So let's get this over. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit more, just a tidbit. I'm gonna go a little bit more than a tidbit there, because this is kind of a heavy load, and I don't really trust, you know, my calculations on landing, because I'm used to landing somewhat less heavy pieces that really don't get oh, come on, stop. There we go. I'm hitting the wrong keys. I'm just like, panic, spam all keys, hit everything. So let's bring this down. That looks pretty good. I'm just deathly. Oh, I'm deaf. No, I'm deaf. Wow, amazing. I'm deathly afraid of getting close to Minmus base while I'm landing, and most of the reason why is because you guys already know my last videos and my videos before that. It is absolutely just madness. Why? I closed these. Yeah, see, what I was telling you guys before, this game is just mad at me. So I'm gonna start slowing down a little bit here. Not too much, but I just want to get it to where I'm starting to fall more vertically. It looks like we're getting over the top of the base. Or, I mean, not of the base, but of the rover here. So I'm just gonna bring this down and just start putting all of the, trying to bleed off all of the sideways speed or whatever. I don't know, whatever it's called. But we're gonna end up going down here. Things will be good. And this is still locked on to target, even though it shouldn't be. We're a little off target, but it's not that bad. I just don't want to be close to the Minmus base, and I just had a flashy screen. Let's see, it looks like it says it's 5. Yeah, that's 5. Okay. So I think it says 5 just because of how far we are up, maybe? I don't know. So, alright, what are we looking at for fuel? That's not bad. I'm deathly afraid. My god. What's wrong with me? For those of you who are deaf, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, yeah, we need to go the other way a little bit. I'm not too concerned with the vertical speed so much. We are, you know, we're doing pretty good. What does that say? Is that 3? I might have to start burning the other way. As long as it's like, you know, 2, 3, something. I just don't want it to get... I'll probably keep it 3 on the money, maybe, if I can try to do that. I don't know. That might be a little bit unobtainable. So, you know, we'll see what we can get. It's definitely going to be a little bit of annoying, but we'll see what we can get. I guess it's not going to be 3 on the money, but whatever. Got a little distracted. I saw it. So we're coming down. It's 2.2. We just loaded Minmus base in, which isn't good. we are going to have to work ourselves away from Minmus Base now. Just work ourselves away from Minmus Base real quick. Shouldn't be so much of a problem. I don't think... Let's see. We're almost far enough away. I just don't want to crash or anything like that. And somebody is calling me, which apparently, if I don't answer the first time, means call again and again and again. Generally, I let people know when I'm recording, so and I also turn off my vibration just because, I turn off, like, basically everything just because I don't want it to show up, but pretty sure you guys are going to hear it. Sorry. So, yeah, now we gotta work ourselves away from Minmus Base, which kind of sucks. It's cool, you can see it in the distance, and it's, like, actually a pretty massive object. So, I can't believe how big it actually has gotten, so... There we go. Everything's all hunky-dory and peachy and all that other stuff. So let's slow down. And then we can actually land on the surface with this thing. I'm gonna probably dump the tank here in just like a second. I'm gonna work our... I'm gonna start taking off a little bit actually from the surface. And then we're gonna use whatever we got from, wow. We're actually really close now. This is not good, but take off a little bit. And we didn't, we didn't really, suck away all the fuel that I expected. I expected we were going to be using almost every drop of fuel. I really am glad, though, that I did transfer over a little bit more than, like, when we left. So I'm going to decouple the stage here. Yeah, decouple. And perfect. Just turn the engines on a little bit, separate ourselves a little bit from this. Now, I am using these engines on the actual, landers or whatever you want to call them, or the escape pods, I should say. I am using the engines on those just to land it. I don't see that as really being much of a problem, only because of the fact that it really isn't a huge amount of fuel. Alright, perfect. They exploded. Well, the engine's gone. The only thing that remains is the tank. Remains. I love how that sounds, too. I'm sorry if you guys hate it, but... We have our escape system on the surface now in like 2 seconds. And, if you guys want me to, I'll take off with one of them, and we'll try to make it back to Kerbin. I don't know 100% if it can actually make it. Whoa, yeah. Land, please, land. Now, I don't know if one of these will actually be able to make it all the way back. I never fully tested it, but I'm pretty sure that it can. Alright, we didn't use that much fuel. A little bit. I'll have to definitely refuel a lot of these. You can see everything's just kind of been sucked away. But these guys, I'm probably going to send them, once again, over to Minmus Space Beta over there at 2.8 kilometers away, which isn't bad. Giant tank. We'll see what we can get. Most of this, I did put backups for fuel. There's fuel here, RCS, all that good stuff. I will be deploying these solar panels, because I didn't do that when we were landing. I should have, because we could have ran out of power. But anyways, guys, amazing stuff. If you like what you see here, you know, subscribe, all that good stuff. There's always more to come. And yeah, I will see you next time.